Greetings everybody, it's Jim. I'm over here in this new angle here because I'm going to need this table today because as you've seen from the thumbnail, I am going over the prototype for the HârnWorld 40th Anniversary Kickstarter Edition. This thing is packed and huge. It is HârnWorld, it is HârnDex, but also we got a little bit of a bonus for you. You knew you were going to get maps with it with this Kickstarter edition, but you didn't know probably it was going to come in this little doohickey. This is going to be a collector's item, and of course the book itself, because it does say 40th Anniversary Edition. But anyway, this is what we're going to be talking about today, so I'm going to go over with you the 40th Anniversary Edition of HârnWorld, the hardcover Kickstarter edition. That is a mouthful. Alright, so I want to let a little bit of the cat out of the bag here, mainly because it's going to suffocate otherwise, and it's just the right thing to do, but it's also because I got news for you. The next Kingdom book for HârnWorld is going to be the Dwarven Kingdom, the Kingdom of Zodmir, and I hope I said that correctly, and I'll probably say it 3 different ways by the time I finish this video.
Fragile. It must be Italian.
I'm very glad to say, first off, that it's already going out to prototype. Okay, it's already out, the prototype. And the reason that's important is because, you know, when we started with Caldor a few years ago, it was before the pandemic, and go figure, our first foray into getting these hardbacks done and actually doing our war games in a different way, the production values and the process, go figure that would hit, and then we get hit with shipping line problems. This was the plan all along, to get things sent out to prototype before they get on the Kickstarter. You know, get the work done as much as we can, and that is starting to happen. You people on the role-playing side of things understand this already. You've been getting your Kickstarters a lot ahead of time than what we've promised as of late for the hardcovers, and I can tell you that is going to be the process. And by the way, I almost forgot to put this in here. I recorded it at the end of the video and smushed it in here. I found in our archives about a baker's dozen of the old HârnWorld sleeves. So I took them and I put them on some newer boxes, and I figured maybe some of you out there, collector's items and stuff, would like to have the box. It is an empty box, but it's there for you to put whatever you want into it as an easy carrying case or just a display, whatever floats your boat. It's available right now. I've only got a baker's dozen of them. Go to the link below and check it out. Okay, I know I said I was going to be using a table, but the thing is, it was just a terrible quality video because the focus was going in and out every time I turn a page or my arm get in the way or whatever. But I'm just going to be talking about the physical process of this anyway. You know, I'm going to be leaving the finer points of how to use this in your campaign and such. I'm going to leave that to a lot of the influencers that put a lot of work into their take on HârnWorld, like the Gaming Gang, Wolf, who already has videos on HârnWorld and HârnDex. Even though once he gets his hands on this, I'm sure he's going to want to make a new video and give 2 more cents in. And then Me, Myself, and Die, which did a great job bringing people from the mainstream on over to our neck of the woods. And of course, you got your bloggers like Wargame Blockhead and Bat in the Attic, Rob Conley, back east where I'm from. So definitely, let's take a look at this right here. Now, if you've seen our hardcovers already, you already know the quality of it. I mean, it's nice. The pages are glossy enough. I don't want to lose focus here again, but yeah, these are glossy enough. Okay, they're not over glossy, so you can read it easy enough. And of course, after HârnWorld, you've got HârnDex, which is all, you know, this is the majority of it, quite honestly. There is like 140 plus pages of just HârnDex. While HârnWorld gives you the overview of everything, HârnDex just talks about just about every location known in the game at this point, known in the setting. Then afterwards, we get Lithia, okay, which is basically the continent, and then Kythera, all right, which is the whole world. So it talks about the prevailing winds of the seas and tectonic plates. Really wild stuff that that really just gives detail to the world. Would you ever use tectonic plates in a campaign? You could, but it's just nice to know that it's there. That kind of detail, because it says a lot about the detail, right? When you see something like they got tectonic plates and prevailing winds of the open seas, you know everything else is going to have fine detail. That is the predecessor for everything about HârnWorld. Now, what I really wanted to talk to you about is this HârnWorld map pack, because this is really what the limited edition of this Kickstarter is going to be. I mean, everybody knows the quality of our books already, pretty much. I just went over it there. And it does say 40th Anniversary Edition, but once this print run's done, it won't say that. And the thing is, though, this is going to be a lot more limited than this. Okay, so because we had to print so many of this, and with that size, you can just imagine the cost and number we had to order. This we can get away with doing a few less. Okay, now the thing is, with the original HârnWorld, the idea was to put the Harn map, the big Harn map that we have, in the back. Okay, now we do have it in there, mind you. It's the small version of it. Okay, we were going to put the big one back here, but that would have been a lot more cost just to do that one little thing. So the idea of a map pack came out. I don't know who came out with it. I've come up with a few ideas for Columbia games in my time, but this one was a nice one that I can't take credit for. It is just beautiful. You open it up and boom, you got enough room in there, not only for Lithia and Harn map, you also have enough room for a few other maps as well, a few Atlas maps, maybe some loose leaf material to bring to your friend's campaign, so you don't have to lug around an entire encyclopedia on your back. So basically, guys, that is what it is. I think we're going to have that available as an add-on. That's my vote anyway, so you can get more than one of them. But thank you very much, and I'll see you next video.